Hey y'all, Matt, Massive Beers here. Back with the beer review. Yeah, beer review from a brewery we've had a decent amount of stuff from. A brewery I actually like crazy amounts. That'd be this. Yeah, a little bit of Fox Farm up in this piece. Amber Lager called Quiet Fire comes courtesy of my boy Corey. He sent off a bunch of Fox Farm. We're gonna chug into this because that's what we do. We chug beers. It is a 4.8% Czech style amber lager. Done and done. It was canned almost, well, a little bit over a month ago. Like I said, comes courtesy of my boy Corey. Got my little dimple jammer here. Ooh, way darker than I thought it would be. Way darker. You're talking about an amber lager. Oh, man. My light just got crazy there. Label-wise, it's always kind of, the same kind of thing over and over again with Fox Farm. Does not suck. I dig their label stylings. But, man, I mean, I know, amber, sure. You're expecting something that has a bit of darkness to it. But that's dark. I mean, that is getting to the point where it's like a shilling ale, like a really dark, not even just amber. We're going beyond amber into more of brown ale kind of territory. At least that's how it looks for me. Not hating on it. Not hating on it at all, but quite a bit darker than I thought it would be. So I'm kind of thrown for a little bit of a loop right now. Not in a negative way. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's got that clear, crisp clearness that you expect from a nice lager. A halfy pink finger, just north khaki in color. I mean, it looks the part of a nice malt forward kind of lager. Get a nose. And that's really how it comes off. When you think of a Czech lager, I think of, a crisp, clean lager, a bit more bittering than usual, just really well made. This comes off very much kind of almost into like merits and almost Baki kind of range as far as how the nose kind of comes off. It's got a rich kind of caramel kind of vibe to it. There's a nice soft bittering to it, nothing too aggressive, probably a little bit less than what I expect from a Czech lager. But it really does have this kind of more Oktoberfesty kind of Maibach-y kind of feel to it, as opposed to just what I would construe in my head a little bit more of an amber lager, something a little bit lighter. This is almost just, like I said, like kind of like Oktoberfesty, kind of Bach-y, kind of Maibach-y kind of thing going on, as opposed to just what I would traditionally think of when it comes to what my head thinks of. BJCP style, I guess you would say, even though I don't really hang my hat on that stuff when it comes to an amber lager. Rich caramels, soft little bittering, nothing too hyper aggressive, nice sweetness to it. Let's dive in. Cheers. I mean, it really does show nice bittering to it. Again, not hyper aggressive, but it's purposeful. That caramel, that rich caramel, almost like you did like a brown a brown bread with a little bit of caramel, a little bit of brown sugar in it. It comes off that way. So it is very much kind of Doppelbock-esque, but on a smaller scale. Like if we're going to kind of talk about Doppelbocks, no, they're really, I mean, there's multiple ways you can kind of make a Doppelbock. For me, there's really two distinct different ways. There's the Celebrator, Troganator, Sam Adams kind of double bucky, kind of richer, fuller, more dense kind of double buck. Then there's like the Salvatore Pollinator, that side of the double buck side of things, a little bit lighter, a little bit not as rich, not as dense, on not thinner side, but a bit of a lighter side. That's where this one kind of hangs its hat. Kind of curious in the just beer mail, because one day we're going to send emails that are beer mails. That's science. It'll work that way one day. Not yet. Fingers crossed. But in the same beer mail, he sent me a smoked Doppelbock. I'll try to put that one up at the same time as this one. And did I post it already? I don't think I posted it already. Anyway, I would imagine this is kind of like a second running of a decoction style kind of lager kind of thing, maybe something along those lines, because it makes sense that one's a little bit richer, bigger, a little bit bolder, has the same kind of vibes to it, just a little bit lighter of a beer, but still damn tasty. Lager through and through. Those big kind of bready vibes you'd kind of expect from a Bach, with that nice kind of bittering. That's really your Czech level, kind of coming in there. Mike level, Czech level. Mic check, 1, 2. And honestly, You give this to me blind. I think it's an Americanized version of a Bock, eking towards double Bock. But to see this drink at its sub 5% level and have it give me something that is more in the 6% range of this rich, kind of hoppy version of what I really enjoy when it comes to Bocks and double Bocks. I mean, well, I'm not going to sit here and kind of like hammer on it for not nailing style for me, because I'm not that guy. I'm not a BJCP guy. But it's a damn tasty beer. And honestly, Fox Farm. What do you want? Well, what else do you want me to say? They crush it. From all their different styles, they're not messing around, and this is good stuff. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Is it one of the better amber lagers I've had? It would almost default to that, but I don't want to kind of put it in there. I really want to put it in a kind of Bocky range. If I were to kind of take this and create or make this that style, it is on the Mount Rushmore of that. It really is. Americanized version. Again, I know that's kind of weird because I'm like, it's definitely Czech. That's where the bitterness comes from. But to think about it as a Bock and to get this level of bitterness, it's almost like an Americanized version of a Bock. So, anyway, tasty nonetheless. And other than that, pretty much what I've been asking you guys. Let's talk about it. What do you guys think about this beer? Have you had it? Did it give you the same experience of it being a bit richer, a bit bolder, a bit darker than what you come to expect? If you haven't had this, let's talk about Fox Farm as a whole. Like I said, I've made no secret. They're one of my favorite breweries, period, exclamation point. Has been your experiences when it comes to Fox Farm and what you've had from them? Because, tell you what, this does not suck. So there you go. Hopefully, guys, enjoyed the review. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.